Buckle up and get ready for a roller coaster ride of some tasteless humor, lots of heart, and radical truth with two scrappy chicks. Because adulting is hard, but we are thinking that laughing about it is just so much easier.
Okay, I am back. McBee Dynasty, episode 2, season 3. So, before I get into it, something has come out that there is another new court case that will happen around next May 2027. And it has to do with Steve Sr. McBee and his two sons, Cole and Jesse, that assets were moved to them and that it was fraudulent, and they are trying to fight it, that the trusts were made in 2014. So, stay tuned for that. So, we start with Steve and Steve Jr. and Allie are at the fulfillment store, and he's giving her, there's face cream made out of tallow and stuff. So he was giving her that, and she was talking about how she shaves her face, and he's like, huh? She's like, the peach fuzz. And I'm like, I do that too. And so I get her why she said that. But yeah, the tallow has really become popular for your face. And Allie is going to be meeting the family. And they show Steve Sr.'s house. And Jake goes there. He is the farmhand. And Masha is there. Masha is, I don't know what to call her. If I even call her Steve Sr.'s girlfriend. And I guess they're moving Steve Sr.'s mom in there. So it was kind of jumbled. And Masha said she probably was not going to the Halloween party because of last year's party. Last year's party, Galyna was arrested. Now, who is Galyna? Galyna had a relationship with Steve Sr., and she is also owns 10% of the company and like a CEO. And now we go to Steve Jr.'s house, and Christy, Steve's mom, meets Alicia. I'm sorry. She meets Allie, and she likes her because says she's very bubbly in personality and that. And of course, and I even seen this too, everyone's saying she looks like Steve's ex-girlfriend, Kala. So, Steve has a type. Blonde hair, skinny, big boobs. Okay. So next, Steve is outside with the boys and making a bonfire. And they asked how he feels about Allie. And inside, Allie was talking to the girls. And Steve said to her that he has big plans for them. So we get back to the boys. And Cole is one of Steve's brothers. He's been doing the deal. He actually sold land, and then he's been handling the deal, selling the grain bins and the headquarters because they need to pay the banks. And he doesn't need Steve involved. He said he can handle it. And, if this should go wrong, they could all lose their houses. And, that worries Steve Jr. About that. And sometimes, I don't know if Cole is the youngest, but sometimes, you gotta let the youngest if Cole is the youngest. I'm not sure if it's him or Brayden, but give him a break. So, Christy, Steve, the boy's mom, is with. This is the next day. She's with Allie and Casey, and she said that Masha texted her that she wants to meet with her. And Christy doesn't want to. She does not want anything to do with Masha, especially after last year, what she did, showing up at the grand opening of one of their car washes and causing a ruckus and upsetting Galyna. And I feel bad for her because she's like, I am just the ex-wife. I do not want to be dragged into the drama with the ex-girlfriend and the current girlfriend or whatever. But she is on Galyna's side. And let me go back to Steve. And he said that Allie is fitting in well, and that it's hard for him to trust Cole because of, the past, his drinking and partying. And then next we see Casey. So Casey's the one that started the tallow skin products. She started as a passion project, and it has become a hit. And she, besides the tallow, she has added, things to it. And she got a text that there was going to be a dinner at Steve Sr.'s house, and he asked for steaks to be sent over. So Christy's like, all right, I'll take them there. And she goes there, and Masha's there. And Christy's just like, ugh. She just wanted to get in and out. And she's like, had I known you were here, I wouldn't have come here. And Masha can't understand why she's so upset. And she said, last year, the way you acted at the car wash, she's like, you don't care about my boys. And, she's just done with the drama. And she knows that Galyna cares, about the boys. And so she made a quick exit and says, I'm sorry, I don't want any part of it. And she leaves. So then next we see Casey, and is she Casey and Jesse's wife driving in the car, and Steve calls them and says, hey, what do you think of her? And they're like, yeah, we like her. And Steve says, I think she's the one. And saying that he'll be married before Casey and Cole. And the girls are just like, oh my God, they're thinking, he's only known her 2 weeks. That's kind of soon, like he's kind of pushing it. So, yeah, I think so too. Slow down, Steve. So, next we see Cole, and he said the deal went through. So the headquarters and the bins are being sold, and they got to be out in 30 days. And they'll just have the meat facility, the fulfillment center, and the car wash. That's all they have. And they're having their last Halloween party, and Casey and Galyna are decorating it. And then they started talking about Masha, how she showed up at a dinner and wasn't invited. And Galyna's just like, her head starts like, or should I say her thoughts start spinning. And next thing you know, she said, I'll be right back. And the boys can see the cameras at Steve Sr.'s house, and they see Masha show up and take down the cameras, and they're just like, what the heck is going on? So then we have the party, and everything's fine. And then Masha shows up, and everyone's like, oh, great. We're going to have another, I think they call it a Russian showdown, because they're both Russian, Galyna and Masha. And she was talking with the girls, and she said she told Steve Sr. that if she doesn't get a ring before he goes to prison, they're done. And then Masha said that her and Galyna were never best friends. And it gets a little eerie, because you could tell Galyna's really not liking having her there. So then Cole and Steven were talking, and Steven's telling Cole that he's gonna probably marry Allie, and Cole's like, just let me do my thing to, propose to Casey. Give me a week. So I guess we have an engagement coming up. So towards the end, well, this is the end. This is how it ended. Galyna walks up to Masha and asks, why are you here? You were not invited. This is my party. And I don't want you showing up to my parties. And Masha was smarting back, and then Galyna called her a effing whore. So that's where it ended. So we will see next Monday what happens. I like Galyna. Masha, not so much. I think she's likes to stir up trouble. We'll just say that. So, all right. Till next time.
We love our scrappy peeps. So thank you all for joining us and becoming part of our flock. So please like, subscribe, and share. And if you don't like us, unfortunately, yo mama. But if you do like us, we look forward to seeing you next time on Two Scrappy Chicks.